fly ball. So it's more fly balls than ground balls.
Pregame.tv, we are talking baseball. We are going to be talking Philadelphia at Cleveland. Bryan Leonard has a winner for you on this. But first, I need 2 minutes on the Buffalo Bills draft here because we did off air. Bryan Leonard says there's no way you can convince me that we'll have any idea how good this draft is.
This early.
Yeah, for this early. Real quickly, E.J. Manuel, they trade down the draft. That was smart. Number 16 pick, they could have gotten for the number 46 pick. Here's a kid out of Virginia Beach. He's played at Florida State with 13 draft picks. He's got the team loaded with draft picks. He's got one of the best teams out there.
Offense, defense.
Boom, you send him up to Siberia. He has no experience playing in cold weather his entire career. And let's take a look how he did in his big games. He loses to NC State 17-16. They go scoreless in the second half. They barely beat Georgia Tech, the vaunted Georgia Tech defense, 21-15. Bagel, second half, no points. Bowl game, Notre Dame. 18-14 they win. Nice job. They get 14 points. 2011 primetime game. I lost this game. I'm not bitter. They're hosting Oklahoma. Oklahoma with a great offense, the crappy defense. No, he does nothing the entire game. Gets hurt. They bring in Strickle. He plays decent, and they get back in the game. I mean, he has one good game against a good opponent, Clemson, who has a great offense, terrible defense. This kid has consistently on any big game stage fallen on his face, and now the kid from Florida is going to go up to Buffalo and succeed, where he's going to, he's going to hate it. He's saying right now, hey, at least I got my $5 million. Yeah. I'll make it work.
3 comments. Number one.
How far is it from New York City?
Number one, Brett Favre. Where'd he go to college?
Mississippi.
Where'd he play?
He likes to hunt and fish, and that's where he went, where he could hunt and fish. Ice fish.
Number 2, small sample size. They only play so many games in college football.
Achilles
You're picking them up. Number 3, don't you think guys who make their living doing this are better at it than us? How many of his games did you actually see over the course of his career?
Too many.
I'm just saying.
More than the guys from Buffalo, obviously.
That are coming out right now and saying these. Who knows how good these players are going to be? Who knows how they're going to fit in?
Well, I like Mel Kiper.
The entire draft.
Great hair, baby. I love the Mel Kiper.
Amazing hair. Amazing hair.
So I'm biased.
I can't believe ESPN pays a guy all year long to study the draft when it's a crapshoot. And why don't you tell me in 5 years how it turned out?
I tell you what,
it's a waste of time.
Even better, I will bet you right now that E.J. Manuel will be out of the league within 5 years for dinner. Right now.
I will not bet you, number 1, because I really don't care. Number 2, you never pay your bets anyway.
I'll get you, Alf. Alfie, I will get to you.
I know. Real sport here.
I know. It's okay. Baseball. Talk to me about why the Eagles are going to kill the Browns. Go ahead.
They did play, right? Week 1, wasn't it, last year?
Philadelphia, Cleveland. Go ahead.
Listen.
By a point last year, right?
Cliff Lee's coming back to Cleveland here. He's going against Trevor Bauer, getting the call up for Cleveland. I'll start off with the bad here. Last year, Cliff Lee, in interleague games, 27 innings, give up 19 earned runs. Terrible situation last year. Small sample size. Plus, if you're a veteran like Cliff Lee, you know when you played American League teams last year, you were terrible. That's something you're going to have up in your head as you're working on this game. But, you take a look at what else Lee has done. His last 14 starts, 13 have been quality starts going back to last year.
How about him going back to Cleveland?
I think it's important. He was loved in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He loved Cleveland. Unfortunately, Cleveland couldn't afford to keep him.
They still love him?
They still love him.
They don't love LeBron.
LeBron left on his own.
The way he
Smart move.
He had to do that.
Cleveland sucks.
He had a 2.83 ERA on the road last year. This year it's at 1.20. Those 2 games on the road this year, at Atlanta, at Cincinnati, 2 very good offenses, 2 very good hitters' parks. Nick Swisher didn't play tonight. He hurt his shoulder. He may not play tomorrow, and he's one of the best hitters for Cleveland. Michael Bourne's already out, which means Drew Stubbs gets to play full-time for Cleveland. That's not good. Drew Stubbs is one of the worst hitters in baseball. That's why Cincinnati didn't want him.
Is it possible for a player to be worse than like a replacement player? Can their player be like?
There's negative. There's the pitcher for Cleveland has a negative value over replacement player.
Stubbs has got terrific speed. He's a good defensive player, but he's a horrendous hitter. He doesn't understand that you hit the ball on the ground and you beat things out. There's been a lot of major leaders that have been like that. But you take a look at Cleveland. Trevor Bauer gets the call up for Cleveland again. This is a guy who, when he came in out of college or came into the minor leagues, everybody loved him. He had a terrific future. And he's had a problem with he doesn't like to listen to instruction. I think, since we're all self-employed,
He got rocked in Arizona.
Since we're all self-employed, we can relate to that situation. Yeah. But he's got minor league numbers of 14-4 with a 2.95 ERA. When he's taken a step up to the majors, he's 1-3 with a 5.91 ERA. His WHIP is 1.69. In 21 1/3 innings, he's walked 20 batters. He just cannot. He cannot get the ball over the plate, and that's been his problem. So what do the major leaguers do? And, in the minors, they're aggressive. They swing. When he gets up in the majors, the guys just sit there and they wait. And they wait. You've got to be able to throw strikes in the major leagues. He's going to have another bad outing here.
VR, Bryan disagreed with your play. What do you think about his?
I'll tell you, I can't lay chalk with Philly on the road. Not to disagree.
Can we run line, sprinkle?
No, here's the reason why. You're not making money off this team this year. If you've bet Philly every game this year, you're down money. You're down almost 5 units betting this team.
We're not betting them all those other games.
I understand, but I'm saying it tells me that they're a little overvalued. It tells me they're a little overvalued.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And when you look at them, there's a team with a run differential of almost minus a half a run. So it's not as if it's a team that's scoring more than they're allowing.
They're not getting unlucky.
There's not really a reason for me to be willing, other than the pitching matchup, which, granted, it's a huge
difference. First 5. Can we play first 5?
Between Lee and Bauer, it's day and night. And I agree with you. Bauer's been awful.
You agree with that?
He's only 21 innings in the Major League Baseball, but he has been awful. What we've seen, 21 innings, he's been rocked. But I think that's the only thing that scares me. Philly's 22nd in the run in the league in runs scored, 21st in runs allowed, and to lay money with them on the road against a Cleveland team that's only 2-6 at home, and we know teams usually do better at home. And I think with Cleveland being only 2-6, I think they're the kind of team that's going to start winning some home games because they played so many more road games than home games. They've been on the road for 12 games compared to only, 6-7 games at home.
2 games, we got 2 disagreements, but let's go ahead and make it official, Bryan, and maybe we'll play some of your play first half here.
All right, I'll lay the points. I'll play the road favorite.
The run line.
Yeah, if he likes a road favorite, it's a lot.
I'll play the road favorite here. Yeah, I don't play many of them.
That's what I mean.
And I do like the Cleveland Indians. I played them season wins over. I like the team, but right now they've got injuries to key players. There are guys up there playing right now. They shouldn't be on major league rosters when it comes to hitting. And Cliff Lee, everybody talked last year what happened to Cliff Lee. He didn't win many games. He wasn't getting any run support. You take a look at what he did the second half of the season, what he's done so far this year. It's the old Cliff Lee. He's just an elite pitcher. And as we talked about, coming back to Cleveland, the manager just came back to Cleveland. He's very much loved. This is a big reunion coming back for Philadelphia and right now with Bauer. I don't want any part of Bauer. If I play anything, I would play Philadelphia runs over. If you don't like to lay the 150 here,
I think you add a win to our ledger. I do think Philly wins. I just worry about late. Yeah.
So maybe look at some of the derivative market. Very good. Well, I'm enjoying all this baseball. We're going to stick with baseball. We're going to talk San Francisco. We're going to talk Arizona. Bryan Leonard's got a winner for you on that one. He has a good game. Colin Kaepernick suddenly gets added to the starting lineup. Check back with us, pregame.tv.